today's PGA Tour coverage. Today it's live opening round coverage of the Career Builder Challenge. Resuming the action, and let's go out to hole number 11. Nothing noteworthy here in the first round, Frank, but still plenty of golf to be played.
That's right, Rich. A little bit of a dry spell, but really not a lot of damage done. Oh, if this is up, it's good.
What a drive. Just tattooed that.
Second shot.
That is one of the shots of the day right there, and he will have a really good look at eagle. Just needs to keep it steady here over the putt. Wow, I thought he made that. So the eagle goes begging. Still has this for birdie. Makeable putt right here. He is currently sitting at 1 under for the round. Good birdie right there.
Yeah, this game, when you can't win, it's all about top 10s, top 20s. And currently, that's exactly where they stand.
Now the par 4 12th, only 363 yards, but Frank, it is intricate. There's a lot involved, isn't there, in playing a hole like this?
Yeah, I think this is where you have to work out, which clubs do you hit the best? Are you better with a 9-iron, or are you better with the wedge? Because that's the distance you want to hit it to. That's how you can be aggressive, even when you're laying up.
Frank, that ball's sitting up like it's on plush carpeting.
Rich, if you and I had lies like that every time, we'd still be playing this game for a living. Well, there's a big green, and they're going to use every inch of it.
Great effort right there, and a great chance to knock in that short putt. Not a gimme, but well within his range. Well, there's an opportunity wasted.
Just knock it in for a par, and let's forget about this one. Golf is not about perfect, but it is going to hurt the course.
He was fooled a little bit on that one, Frank. So they'll tap in. That takes him to 1 under on the day. Well, Frank, we came off a hole, the short par 4 12th, where players no doubt were thinking about making birdie. Here, it's a different story. Why?
It is. Well, 13 is always going to be unlucky for some. There's so much water down there on that left side. And the way it sort of laps up to the wooden bulkhead, it looks anything other than a straight shot. And this is where you have to mentally move the flag. You've got to push that flag in your mind's eye to the right side of the green and say, I do not want to go left of that.
Well, continuing to move in the right direction, now to 2 under for the championship. Now another short par 4. It's only 389 yards, but Frank, where could a player go off course, so to speak, at this 14th?
Well, this is a hole where you have to play your own game. If you're a longer hitter, I think you can challenge that bunker and knock it over there. And if you're shorter player, you should be only looking at that left side. You're always going to feel like you've left something out there on a hole like this. You always think you could have done the other option. But this is where you've got to stick to what you think is your game plan.
Midway through this back nine, could use this birdie here at the 14th. This one just requires a little bit of focus. Very well done. Almost made it.
Yeah, there'll be no stress for the next one.
Has this to save par. With authority, count it as a par and 2 under. Second round coverage coming your way tomorrow. For our entire crew, I'm Rich Lerner alongside Frank Nobilo. So long for now. This is EA Sports coverage of the PGA Tour. Today it's live second round coverage of the Career Builder Challenge. And now we go down to the first hole. Getting ready to tee off, coming off a solid first round. Let's see if our featured golfer can conjure up some of that magic here in round number 2, Frank. Well, that's just how you envision it when you walk to the first tee. High and deep, right in the middle of the fairway. Good way to start. All right, Frank, break down this approach shot here at hole number 1.
Well, typical Pete Dye confuses you straight out of the gate. Draw off the tee, and then you've got to hit that second shot in left to right. Look at the angle of that green. It points away to the right.
That will be a great look at birdie.
A few more birdies like that, Rich, you never know, just might sneak placed on the podium.
In the top 10 right now. Drivable par 4, not for most in this field, but for this guy, yes, he has just knocked it on. What a shot. Pretty good stroke right there, just to hit it through the break.
Well, it's that sort of distance. If it goes in, it's a bonus.
Made par yesterday, this one for birdie. So one shot closer to the lead with that birdie. Frank, Pete Dye certainly gives you a variety of holes, and we see that. Granted, 3 par 4s to start, but each one with a different look.
They certainly are, Rich, and it's amazing what one good bunker will do. And the bunker I'm referring to is the one down the left side. It's about 285 yards to carry. It's the sort of bunker that keeps you honest.
Interesting, with the almost space-age advancements in golf equipment, what with new, lighter materials, and with the increased focus on fitness and strength, players are hitting the ball longer than ever. That has forced architects to lengthen the golf courses without sacrificing the integrity or the shot value of the original design. So the second of the par 4 goes begging, and now I'll have to rely on the short game.
Yeah, but a short game, as we all know, can redeem a lot of mistakes. See if he does it here.
And he's made the green. Been pretty good all day from this distance, just trying to take care of business. Nothing wrong with that par putt. Now at the 4th, par 3, and Frank, what's the key here?
Somehow find some green grass. The name Sandpit pretty much tells you what is around the green.
Really good distance control there, playing well to his strengths. This from 7 feet. And who knows? It is a 4-round tournament, setting himself up for a good weekend, maybe a great one. The young star makes his birdie. Like the looks of this one.
Oh, yeah.
Frank, they say you have to ride the wind. Boy, he got all of that one.
Got every ounce out of the conditions.
This is a good-looking shot. Well, bring the hammer, why don't you? Setting up an eagle opportunity. Shouldn't be a problem here, but not a formality either. Wow, and with that eagle, Frank, now only 2 shots back.
All of a sudden put the name back into the mix just when we thought it might be too late.
Frank, I love a par 3 where you have to hit one solid golf shot. Anything less, and you might pay a severe price. 255-yard par 3-6. What a hole.
No, you love watching somebody else play a par 3 like that.
Right. Not looking good, Frank.
I think it's wet.
Wow, lucky break right there, Frank.
Well, that's what everyone else is going to say, except him.
See if he can go one better than yesterday when he made par. This putt for birdie.
Well, birdies are hard to come by in this situation. So tight.
Keeps him right in the thick of it. There you have it. The second round is complete. Another solid effort put together, and it shows on the scorecard.
And after 2 rounds, you really start to see not only who's playing well, but who's consistent.
This is EA Sports, PGA Tour coverage coming your way. Today it's live third round coverage of the Career Builder Challenge. Just a superb performance on the front side. He's hoping to keep it going here on the back 9, Frank.
The game is so much easier when you're swinging well, putts are going in. Really, you've just got to keep out of your own way.
Well, this looks good.
Certainly is.
I mean, he just blasted it down the fairway, well over 325 yards. Now the second shot here at 10. Boy, I'm reminded of what an old caddy used to say about the great Lanny Watkins when he was on fire. You can't hide the flagstick from that man. Mark a birdie on the card. Boy, this is a long par 5, the 11th at PGA West, 617 yards. Nice long tee shot there and a good lie, Frank. And he steps up to take this shot from the fairway. So, Frank, we know that the players petitioned back in the 80s to move the PGA Tour event away from PGA West. It's coming back in 2016. But what did Pete Dye say about golf course as being fair or unfair.
Well, he said it actually, he tried to say it with a chuckle, but he always said that golf's not a fair game, so why build a golf course that's fair?
Do you agree with that?
I do now. I think everything has to align itself together. When you looked at the equipment that the players were using, wooden drivers and balls that spun around, they had trouble on windy days, and these golf courses, they really were brutal. But I think now that the ball goes further, the introduction of the metal-headed driver, the utility clubs, all of those things have made these golf courses really come back into favour again. Look at what Jason Day did in 2015 at the PGA Championship at Whistling Straits on a Pete Dye golf course. That's how you have to play the game now. We have to embrace change.
How difficult is this golf course at PGA West? Well, it was ranked 8th on this year's Golf Digest, America's 20 toughest golf courses. So that sets up a tougher second shot, missing the fairway with the drive, now in the rough. Second shot coming out of the rough here. How good was that, Frank, from the rough?
Oh, that's amazing. That's a masterclass in short game.
Locked in on the read and the speed. Well, that would have been a bonus had it gone in, but still, reasonable chance for par here.
Yeah, there's no damage, and you're not going to birdie every hole.
And he has it.
A good putt redeems all.
Now teeing off here at the par 3, 13th. Well, look out. This could be wet, Frank.
It's heading towards the hazard.
Frank, it hit the green, but just didn't have enough backspin.
You wonder what he was thinking on that. Not a problem there, Rich.
Just a tap in to finish the hole. Did the job right there. There you have it. Round 3 is finished, and it was a good one, Frank.
Yeah, after 3 rounds in, you really could start to see who could take home the trophy when it's all said and done. Great play, though, up until this point. Round 4 should be an absolute thriller.
This is EA coverage of the PGA Tour. Today it's live final round coverage of the Career Builder Challenge. Frank, what's the best way to make 3 here at this 389-yard par 4 14?
I'm not sure, really. I know there's 2 definitive options, hitting it down the left or carrying over the bunker. And I think that's another example of Pete Dye. There's one of those holes you never really know if you've made the right play until you finish the hole. Oh, that's it. New member of the 300-yard club.
Good poke right there. Frank, what's the key here? Second shot at 14.
Green sits up a little bit, well protected by those bunkers there. A nice, high, soft landing shot.
That's an outstanding shot right there, and it sets up a really good look at birdie. You don't want to let this one get away. This is about concentration and focus at this point. You'll love them, the birdies, and that's another one. Now at the 15th, par 4, 468 yards. It is nicknamed Turning Home as we are making our way towards the close of this round. Good strike, good lie, good chance to attack the pin. Now the approach here at 15. Seems to like it. Headed for the fat part of the green. Outstanding strike right there, right off the center of the club face. And a good chance for birdie. Birdie putt coming up. Had a par on this hole yesterday. Oh, man.
Just pushed it.
Boy, that hurts. Not a gimme, but well within his range.
Really solid stroke.
Frank, this could be an exciting and pivotal point in the round, the par 5 16th.
Especially if the player decides to have a go here. If you're going to take it on a direct line, then you've got to carry all of that bunker complex. But then the other thing to realize, what's the worst thing that can happen? Just in the bunker, right? It's worth a go. Either that, hit it down the right side. There's no way you're going to reach this par 5 and 2.
Nice drive, right in the fairway, and a good swing on that one. Frank, he could make eagle right here with a really good approach shot.
Yeah, well within his reach, too. And, Rich, if we just sit back and relax here, I think we're going to see perhaps a very good look at eagle coming up.
Frank, that is how it's done.
Yeah, take a gross of those. That is a lesson in itself.
And now a chance for eagle. Playing his third here at the par 5. Wow, makes eagle, makes everybody else look sort of average, Frank.
And look at the size of that lead on the leaderboard now.
Par 3 17th. It is the signature hole here at PGA West. They call it Alcatraz with good reason. You can get locked up here and they'll throw away the key. It's a place that has spoiled a lot of rounds through the years. Birdie try up next. This hole's been good to him. Birdie yesterday, and trying for another one today. Just an amazing display. The records continue to fall. One great hole after another here at PGA West. The finishing hole, no exception. Frank, what can we expect here?
Great finishing hole. It's amazing. If you took the 3 bunkers we're first going to see down the right side, this would almost be a nothing hole. Because they're perfectly situated here, they really shrink up that driving area down the left side. And this is just a reward for a great swing, a great strike, a great shot.
Frank, this approach shot seems pretty straightforward. Just don't hit it left.
Yeah, it's a tough second shot. It's that visual. Once again, you've got that green that's angled to the left. But once again, like a few holes out here, you do not have to hit directly at this flag. You're allowed to move that flag mentally 15, even 20 feet to the right. There's nothing wrong with that.
Continues to amaze. Yet another birdie. And what a day it's been. Just a fantastic week of golf. Add that one to the win count.
A lot of great quality players out there, and to come on top of that leaderboard is truly a great accomplishment.